Welcome to the NFL Sunday Football Edition. My name is Abby. Again, this is for Sunday, October the 5th. We got a slate of NFL football games, starting with the game in England, London, England, early Sunday morning. Again, as you know, the lines are courtesy of on the front end, covers.com. This takes you through the line moves, totals, and injury report. This is the shorter version of it. Longer, more extensive version, oddslogic.com. This has the latest line moves, totals, and the injury report. Oddslogic.com. It's in the description below. Up to the minute information at your fingertips. Gives you all the information that you need. Injury report, line moves, totals. It covers all professional sports. Oddslogic.com. Everything will be in the description below. Definitely a game changer. Check it out. Oddslogic.com. First game we're going to discuss with you here will be Minnesota at Cleveland. So this game here has opened up at, let's look here, 4.5. Game opened up 4.5. This game's in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, England, like we said. Open up 4.5. Total open up 37.5. Both the total and the spread have dropped. It's now down to 3.5. Total's down from 37.5 to 36. So it's dropped quite a bit. So we are going to check the injury report. And then we'll get you a recommended play for this game. I have no client play for this one, but I'll give you a recommended play. And like I said, we're going to go through the injury report for this game. We'll check on both teams, Minnesota and Cleveland. And while we're waiting for the injury report, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more of the recommended free plays that we're about to provide for you. So don't forget to do that. Hit the like and subscribe button, please. So we're going to start off with the injury report on the Cleveland side. We'll check the Browns first. Cleveland Browns. Let's see what they're saying here. So get the Cleveland up-to-date information first on the Cleveland side, like we said. So for Cleveland, we have still loading up. We're waiting on that. This is all up to the minute information, the injury report. So we're just waiting for that now. We have Michael Hall Jr., defensive tackle, has a knee issue. He will be out for Sunday's game in Minnesota. Dylan Gabriel, quarterback, will be the starter Sunday versus Minnesota. So he'll be starting in place of Joe Flacco. Let's see who else is on the injury report. DeAndre Carter, out indefinitely with a knee injury, wide receiver for Cleveland. That's all I see here so far. We have Jack Conklin, eye injury. Tackle, 50-50 for Sunday's game. Martin Emerson, cornerback with a knee, out indefinitely. Deshaun Watson, as you know, is out indefinitely. So that's it for the Cleveland side. Nothing else there. Dylan Gabriel is starting on against Minnesota. So for the Minnesota Vikings side, their injury report list, we'll get to that now. So Minnesota. We'll check that now. To Minnesota, Ryan Kelly, a concussion, is on the IR. He's a center for Minnesota. Andrew Van Ginkel, linebacker, neck issue, out Sunday versus Cleveland. Michael Juergens, guard, hamstring, out Sunday versus Cleveland. Donovan Jackson, offensive lineman, has a wrist issue, out Sunday versus Cleveland. Brian O'Neill, tackle, has a knee issue, out Sunday versus Cleveland. Aaron Jones, running back for Minnesota, has a hamstring. He's on the injury reserve. And of course, J.J. McCarthy's out with ankle injury, out indefinitely. So we went through the injury report already. We will check to see where the public and sharps are for this game now for Minnesota and Cleveland. And as a reminder as well, 4 teams are on a bye this week. Atlanta's on a bye week. Chicago's on the bye. Green Bay's on a bye, and Pittsburgh's on a bye. Just keep that in mind. Those are the 4 teams that are on the bye this week. So just fewer games this week than normal. As we check the public and sharps for this game for Minnesota and Cleveland. And don't forget, guys, while we're waiting for this information, hit the like and subscribe for more of the public for the actual recommended picks and plays for this game. So just hit the like and subscribe. Don't forget. All right, so the public it's split on the side. The side is 50-50, so there's no actual play on the side. It's majority Cleveland money, but it's a bit of resistance, a little bit on the side. Now for the total, we'll look at that now. Yeah, the total is pure under money. It's a lot of under money in this game. Predominantly all under money. So a lot of the under money coming in on this game. So look at both of these teams. Both of these teams, Cleveland is 1-1. Actually, hold on. Let me get sorry about that. Cleveland's 1-3. They're 1-3. Minnesota's 2-2. So we are going to look into this further. I'll give you a recommended play. Minnesota's altered their wins and losses. Cleveland 1-3. So for me in this game, let's see what I'm going to take. Or what's the recommended play for you guys? Let's see what we can give you guys here. Let's see what we can give you guys here. I'm going to take Cleveland in this game. I'm going to take Cleveland. Cleveland plus 3.5. I'll take Cleveland on the points. The reason why I say Cleveland on the points is because Minnesota has a look-ahead game. They have to play. They're hosting Philadelphia at home next week. It's one of their biggest games of the season. So I can see them looking ahead in this game against I could see them looking past Cleveland. So I'm going to take the Browns and the 3.5. I'm definitely going to take Cleveland here in the points. I like them here. Remember, this is a look-ahead spot for Minnesota, like I said. They got Philadelphia at home next week. So I would recommend Minnesota. I would take them. I'm sorry, I recommend Cleveland, excuse me. I said Minnesota. I apologize. I recommend Cleveland plus 3.5, excuse me. So Cleveland plus 3.5. And as for the total, I don't have any opinion on the total. I'm leaving out alone. I'm not going to touch the total. Yeah, I have no play on the total at all. I would lean towards the under in the first half. I'd say under in the first half, under 17 and a half in the first half. I'd lean to the under. I can see this game from the beginning starting off a little bit slow and sluggish, in my opinion. So I would lean under 17 and a half in the first half for a total. I would recommend that. And like I said, I'd take Cleveland plus 3.5. Now for the props, player props for this game. Mm, let's see. Trying to find you guys a good prop. What I would recommend. Um, I would look at Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson over 5.5 receptions. He's good for it. Justin Jefferson's good for it. So I would take that. That's a good one. Jerry Judy, 3.5 over 3.5 receptions. I like that one as well. So look for the Stars to put on a show in London since the game's overseas. Justin Jefferson, Jerry Judy, open receptions, 5.5 receptions. Justin Jefferson, over 3.5 receptions. Jerry Judy. I would take both of those. Those ones I would take. Um, yards. I like Jerry Judy over 43.5 receiving yards. I like Jerry Judy there. I wouldn't talk you off of Justin Jefferson over 69.5 receiving yards, but for me, I'm going to more so go after Jerry Judy over 43.5 receptions. I like him here. Um, yeah, I like that one there. Rushing yards. I'm going to say hmm, Dylan Gabriel over 14.5 rushing yards. I can see him using his legs a lot in this game. I can see him using his legs a lot, making plays with his legs. He's done that when he was at Oregon. He did that at Oregon in college. So I can see him doing the same thing here, um, in this game. So I like Dylan Gabriel over 14.5 rushing yards. I like that one a lot. That's the one that stands out to me. Nothing else for this game. That's it for this game. That's it. Nothing else for this game. So those are my. That's what I would recommend for this game, for game number one. Second game we're going to look at here. We're going to look at Indianapolis and Las Vegas. This one here opened up. We'll get to that now. And while we're waiting for that, hit the like and subscribe button. Don't forget for more of the recommended picks and plays for these games. All right, so we'll get to just give it one moment. We'll get to that. Just breaking one moment, guys, so we get to this. All right, so the line opened up -6. It was -6. I just saw that here. Yeah, -6 Indianapolis. Opened up 47.5. It's now gone to -7. And we're seeing 48.5 in this game. That's where it opened up. That's the closing number now. We're seeing some 7.5s, but the consensus is 7 across the board for this game. And the total, like I said, is 48.5. We're seeing that now. So we are going to check the injury report for this game. We'll look at that now. We'll look at the Indianapolis report first. We'll take a look at that. We'll get to that now. So it gets to the Colts, and then they do the Las Vegas injury report. I should do Las Vegas first. We'll go Las Vegas. Las Vegas injury report first. This one here, Brock Bowers, tight end, has a knee issue. He is not playing this Sunday at Indianapolis for Las Vegas. Michael Mayer, tight end for Las Vegas, has a concussion, out Sunday for this game. Colton Miller, tackle, is on the IR list. He's out. Eric Stokes, cornerback, knee, 50-50 Sunday at Indianapolis. Aiden O'Connell, quarterback, has a wrist issue, out indefinitely. All right, so we've gone through that. Now we're going to go to the Indianapolis injury report for the Colts. All right, so for Indianapolis, we have, let's see, Tyler Goodson, running back for the Colts, out with a groin injury. Alec Pierce, wide receiver, has a concussion, out for the Colts this Sunday. Adonai Mitchell, wide receiver, has an ankle issue. He's 50-50 for Sunday's game. Kenny Moore, cornerback, with an Achilles. He's 50-50. Questionable Sunday versus Las Vegas. Matt Goncalves, guard, has a toe issue. 50-50 to play Sunday versus Las Vegas. So those guys are out. So now we're going to get where the public and sharps are for this game. So we'll get to where the public and sharps are for this game. Just one moment while we're waiting. And again, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, guys, for more of the recommended picks and plays for this game. All right, so the public, it looks like here on the side, they're all over Indianapolis in this game. It's all Colt money. And for the total, it's a bit of resistance, but it's mainly a lot of over money. Yeah, mainly over money. We'll say over. We'll say the over in this game. So Indianapolis in the over. A little bit of under, but it's mainly the over money in this game that's taking over. So, like again, Indianapolis in the over for this one. So look into this game. Colts are 3-1. Las Vegas 1-3 so far. So we'll look to see what the recommended play is for this game, what we like. No climb play on this one. Let's see what we can give you guys. Let's see what to give you guys here. The recommended play for me in this game, I'm going to take Indianapolis in the first half, -5.5. I like the Colts to come out early and often and dictate the pace of this game, dictate the pace and dictate the game itself from the start. So I like him in the first half, -5.5. I like the Colts here at home. These guys are unbeatable at home. But I prefer them in the first half. Get in early, get out early. That's my play for the Colts first half. I have nothing on the total. That's like Indy in the first half here to jump out to a fast start. Let's look at this one further. We'll look into this game some more. Like I said, after that, we'll get to the player props. Vegas has lost 3 straight. Indy has won. They had won 3 in a row, but lost at they lost at the Rams. Let's see. Yeah, so I'll take Indy in the first half. I like Indy here. The Raiders, they're not looking too good. They lost a heartbreaker to Chicago. At Washington. Lost to Chicago at home. Um, After the loss to Chicago, I don't know how this team's gonna how this team's gonna get ready and be ready for Indianapolis on the road. I don't see how they're gonna be prepared and focused. So I like Indianapolis here in the first half. I would recommend that play. Um, of course, you got to look at for player props. I'm looking at Jonathan Taylor over 86 and a half rushing yards. He's the first. He's the first person that comes to mind for the player props. You got to take Jonathan Taylor here. Um, he's been on fire. He's been catching fire, and he's been playing very well. So I would take Jonathan Taylor over 86 and a half rushing yards. That's my what I like. Um, I would also look at rush attempts. I'd take Ashton Genty over 16 and a half rush attempts. For Las Vegas to have a chance, they have to feed the ball to Genty a lot, give him a lot of touches. So I like Genty in this spot here. For rush attempts, I would take him. So yeah, I would definitely go with that. Those are my favorite ones there. Rushing yards for Genty. I'm not going to touch that. I like his attempts, rushing attempts. I'm going to go with that. The rushing yards is 66 and a half. I'm not touching that one. I'd rather do the rushing attempts over 16 and a half. Receiving yards, receptions. I like Michael Pittman Jr. over 4.5 receptions. I like that one a lot. He's been very productive. I like him there. I like Tyler Warren over 4.5 receptions as well. Nothing on the Raiders side at all for receptions. I have nothing there to look at all. But those are the plays that stand up for me for the player props. And I already gave you the first half play for this game. I liked Indianapolis in the first half, 5.5. I like that one a lot. All right, so that's game number 2. Game number 3, we're going to look at now. We will get to game number 3. That's Denver and Philadelphia. We're going to get to that right now. Denver, Philadelphia. This one opened up here, 4.5 Philadelphia. Total opened up 42.5. The line has dropped now to 4. It's 4 across the board from 4.5. And the total has gone up from 42.5 to 43.5. So we're going to look into this further. We'll check the injury report for this game. We'll check the Denver side first, then Philadelphia. And we'll take it from there. And while we're waiting for the injury report, guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe for the more recommended free picks and plays for these games. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's see. So we're going to look at the Denver side first, the Broncos. So Denver, we're going to look at that now. Check the injury report there, see what's going on. All right, so you have 2 injuries for Denver. They've been pretty healthy so far this year. One of the few healthy teams in the league. Only one is Lucas Krull, tight end, has a foot injury. He's on the IR list. And Drew Sanders, linebacker, foot injury. They're out. So Denver's been very healthy. As for Philadelphia, we'll look at their injury report now for the Eagles. Philadelphia, let's see. Jalen Carter, shoulder, will play versus Denver. He's been upgraded. Defensive tackle. Lane Johnson, tackle, upgraded to available this Sunday. He had a shoulder injury, but he's going to play. Aziz Ojolari, linebacker, 50-50 to play Sunday versus Denver. Didn't disclose what it was, but he's 50-50 for this game. Nolan Smith, linebacker, triceps is on the IR list. Nakobe Dean, linebacker, knee out indefinitely. So that's it for this for the injury report. Now we'll check where the public and sharps are for this game. I have a client play for this one as well. I'll actually give it to you guys. I'll give you the client play. I will give it out to you. Yeah, so we'll give you the client play in a moment. We'll check where the public and sharps are for this game, and I'll give you the client play. So right now, Philadelphia's 4-0, Denver's 2-2, and the public's all over Denver, all Bronco money, and the over. Actually, sorry, the side is a bit of resistance. The side for this game is 50-50 on the total, but the total's a bit of resistance. It's 50-50. So the total is 50-50, a bit of resistance there. But on the side is predominantly Denver money. So all Denver money coming in. And I myself, I like the Broncos. I like Denver here. This is one of my top picks of the week. I like Denver here plus. I got them actually at 4.5. I will still take them at +4. I like Denver straight up. I like them here at +4, 4.5. I take it. I think Denver stays right in this game till the very end. Philadelphia they've had a lot of come from behind wins, especially last week against the Rams. And I think with all the games they've been playing, Tampa Bay on the road, Rams, and all these games they've been playing, Dallas in a shootout, it takes a lot on your body, and it takes a lot on your body, and it wears you down after a while. So I think that's going to catch up to Philadelphia this week, and I think Denver takes advantage. Denver has a solid run defense. They shut down their last 3 out of their last 4 opponents. They shut them down. They shut them down with the run defense. It's been very good. So I look for Denver to stay right in this game till the very end. So give me the Broncos plus the 4.5. Even at +4, I like Denver here a lot. That's my client play. I have nothing on the total to recommend, but I would take the Broncos plus 4.5, +4. I like Denver here. Next game we're going to look at here. We're looking at Houston at Baltimore. These are 2 1-3 teams. So we're going to look at that now. Houston, Baltimore, this one opened up at -9.5. Baltimore. And all of a sudden, the line has shifted to Houston -1.5, actually opened up 9.5 Baltimore. Total opened up 45.5. Total has dropped all the way to 41. So that's a 4.5 point drop. And the total and the line has dropped and flipped over to Houston -1. And I think that because Lamar Jackson's out, I believe he's up for this game. We're going to double check that. I think that's what it is. We'll check that now. I believe that's the reason why the line is flipped, but we'll check it now just to make sure. Go to the Baltimore side now. You're gonna check that out right now. Again, like I said, while we're waiting, we're gonna just hit the like and subscribe for more of these picks and plays while we're waiting for the injury report. So on the Baltimore side, we have cornerback Chidobe Awuzie. He has a hamstring, is out Sunday. Patrick Rickard, fullback, calf, out Sunday. Kyle Hamilton, hamstring, 50-50. He's a safety. He's 50-50 for this game. And as expected, as I mentioned before, Lamar Jackson is out with a hamstring issue. That's why Houston is favored by 1 right now. Roquan Smith, linebacker, hamstring out indefinitely. Justin McDubuki, defensive lineman, neck out for the season. We have Marion Humphrey, cornerback, calf out indefinitely. Nate Wiggins, cornerback, elbow, 50-50. Ronnie Staley, tackle, has an ankle issue, out, questionable. He's 50-50. Jerry Alexander, cornerback, undisclosed. He's 50-50 to play Sunday versus Houston. And on the Houston side, Trent Brown, out Sunday at Baltimore, offensive lineman. Folorunzo Fatukasi, defensive tackle, shoulder out Sunday at Baltimore. Daryl Taylor, defensive end hip, 50-50 Sunday at Baltimore. Damian Pierce, running back, 50-50 to play at Baltimore. Brevin Jordan, tight end knee, out for the season for Houston. Joe Mixon, running back, foot out indefinitely. So that's the injury report there. So we're going to check where the public and Trumps are for this game. So Baltimore is getting all the public money. It's mainly Baltimore money, but Houston's getting some public money as well. So we'll say it's a bit of resistance on the side. We'll say that. And as for the total, we can safely say for the total, it's predominantly over money. So there's a lot of over money on the total. Side is resistance for this game. So for this game here, and we forgot to do the player props for Denver versus Philadelphia. We will get back to the player props for that game. I do apologize. We didn't do the player props for the Denver game. We'll get back to that. But for this game itself here, for the side, Houston, and this one here, I'm gonna look at the over in this game. I'll see the over 40 and a half. I'm gonna say the over. I know the Lamar Jackson injury basically dropped the flipped the line over and the total dropped, but I still think this game is still going to get over. I mean, you still have Derrick Henry, who can carry the load, and you have Baltimore's offense that can still put up some points. Their defense is not that great either. Baltimore's defense is not that great. Houston can take advantage and get some points and score. So that's the reason why I like the over still. I don't trust Baltimore's defense. Houston should get some points. Baltimore will get their share as well. So I like the over in this game. Over 40, over 41. I say over 41. Shop around. Some books have 40 and a half. Some have 41. I take the over. I like the over in this game. Player. I don't have a play on the side. Nothing on the side. Player props. I'm looking at. I'm gonna say. Trying to find you guys a good player prop here. I like Zay Flowers over 4.5 receptions. I like that one a lot. I think you're getting a bargain on that one. Zay Flowers is good for 4.5 receptions. I like that. Houston side, I like Christian Kirk over 3.5 receptions. That's a good one. I would take that. For the yards, I like Zay Flowers over 47.5 receiving yards. I like that one a lot. I would take that. Christian Kirk over 34.5 receiving yards as well. I like that. Those are the ones that stand out to me. I like those ones. Rushing yards, I would take. I like Nick Chubb's over 32.5 rushing yards. I like that one. Derrick Henry's a good one too, over 87.5 rushing yards. I think Derrick Henry's gonna have a bounce back game. I would take that. Derrick Henry rushing yards. They didn't give him the ball that much the last time, so I think he's gonna have a bounce back game and he's gonna have a big game. Yeah, Derrick Henry over 87.5 rushing yards. I like that one. Chubb's over 32 rushing yards. I like that. I go with those two. That's it for that. Now we're gonna go do the Denver Philadelphia player props. We didn't get to that one. I apologize. We'll get to that now. I forgot about that one. Player props here. We're looking at receptions. I take AJ Brown over 4.5 receptions. I like that one. For Denver, I would look at Cortland Sutton over 4.5 receptions. I like that one too. Those ones stand up for me for the props. Rushing yards, I like Bo Nix over 21.5 rushing yards. I look at J.K. Dobbins over 51.5 rushing yards. I like that one there. Rushing attempts, nothing there. So those are the props that stand up for me for that game. Those are the props that stand up for me for that game that we discussed. Denver, Philadelphia. We're gonna go to the next game here. We have, let's see, Dallas and the Jets. We're gonna go to that one now. This one here opened up as a pick'em. Total 45.5. That's where it opened up. Now it's gone to 47.5. And we're seeing some 48s now, but it's mainly 47.5. And the spread is at 2.5. It was 2.5. But now it's back to 1.5. But now we're mainly seeing 2.5s right now. That's what we're seeing now. Mainly 2.5, but some 1.5s. So we'll check the injury report right now for this game. Check the notables in this lineup, in and out of the lineup. And like I said, while we're waiting, hit the like and subscribe button, guys, for more of the recommended picks and plays for this game. So Dallas is 1-2. The Jets are 0-4, looking for their first win of the season. So we'll see how the Cowboys make out in this game. Or the Jets get their first win of the season. We'll find out. So Malik Hooker, safety, ankle, is on the IR list. Cavante Turpin for Dallas, wide receiver, foot injury, out Sunday at the Jets. Jonathan Mingo, wide receiver with a knee issue, but he's upgraded to questionable to play Sunday at the Jets. So Jonathan Mingo might play He is 50-50. Miles Sanders, running back, has a leg issue. He is 50-50 as well Sunday at the Jets. Trayvon Diggs, cornerback, has a shoulder injury, but he is available to play Sunday versus Green Bay. Darren Bland, cornerback, foot injury, but he is going to be playing Sunday versus Green Bay. I'm sorry, excuse me, versus the Jets. He will play versus the Jets. Excuse me, he is going to play. I said Green Bay. This is versus the Jets. Sorry about that, guys. So he is going to play. Sorry about that. So that's the injury report there for this game. Now for the Jets, we'll take the Jets now. We'll look at that now. Okay, so Kiene Nwangwu, running back, groin injury, not playing Sunday versus Dallas. Michael Carter II, cornerback, out Sunday versus Dallas. Jermaine Johnson, linebacker, ankle, not playing Sunday versus Dallas. Braylon Allen, running back, out indefinitely. Jarvis Brownlee, cornerback, ankle, questionable to play Sunday versus Dallas. Jay Tufuli, defensive lineman, illness, will be playing in this game. And that's it for the injury report for this game. So we're going to check to see where the public and sharps are for this game. That's the Jets and Dallas. We'll check that now. We'll take a look at that. So we're still waiting on that right now to see where the public and sharps are. Give it a moment. Again, while we're waiting, hit the like and subscribe for more of the recommended free picks and plays for this game. I have no client play on this game at all, none whatsoever. But the public is on. It looks like it's all Dallas money. Yep, it's all Dallas money. They're on they're on Dallas and the over. They like the over in this game, and I agree. I like the over myself in this game. Like I said, all these Dallas games this year, they're going to be there's going to be a lot of shootouts. All Dallas games are going to be ending up in shootouts. A lot of high scoring Dallas games this year. And this game's no exception. So I like the over in this game myself, over 47.5. I would even go as far as the first half. I even look at the first half over too in this one. I believe it's 23.5. Let me check that. I checked into this game earlier and I saw 23.5. I'll double check that now. This is on FanDuel. I would take the over in the first half myself too. Yeah, I would take the over. Over 23.5 is another good one. So over 23.5 in the first half, full game over 47.5. I like the over in this game a lot. Yeah, I would recommend that. I would recommend those plays. That's my recommendation for you guys. I would take that. Nothing else to say. That's it for this game. We will get to the player props now. I'll recommend some good player props to you guys. Dak Prescott, over 22.5 completions. I'm saying I'll say he'll hit that. Over 22.5 completions, Dak Prescott. I like that one a lot. I like him there. That's a solid one for me. Dak Prescott over 1.5 touchdowns. So Dak Prescott for 2 touchdowns, over 22.5 pass completions. Dak Prescott. I like those two a lot against the Jets. He should be able to achieve that. He shouldn't have any problems. Receiving yards, I like. I'm going to say Pickens over 71.5 receptions. George Pickens is on fire. So I like Pickens here. I like George Pickens here over 71.5 receptions. I like that there. I would even look at Jake Ferguson over 46.5 receiving yards. That's another good one too. For the Jets, I would look at Garrett Wilson over 64.5 receiving yards. The Dallas defense is terrible. He should have his wager at Wilson. He should have a big game. They're pretty bad. And I like receptions over 5.5 receptions. Jared Wilson as well. So I would take those ones. Those are good props there. Rushing yards, I would look at Javonte Williams over 66.5 rushing yards. I like that one. And that's the only one that stands out to me. Javonte Williams over 66.5 rushing yards. I like him there. He should have his way against the Jets run defense. I like him there to have a big game. So I like that one. I like that one there. Rush attempts, I take Brees Hall over 16.5 rush attempts. If the Jets are going to have a chance to win this game, their only hope is Brees Hall. Give him a lot of the touches in the backfield. Give him a lot of touches so he can run the ball. So I can see the Jets giving the ball to Brees Hall a lot in this game, over 16.5 rushing attempts. I like that one a lot. I would go with that. So that's the player props for that game. We are going to look now at. I have nothing for this game. The Giants and New Orleans. These are two bad teams. One's 0-4, the Saints. The other one's 1-3, the Giants. I have nothing really in this game to talk about. We're going to go through this one very quickly because I have nothing for this game at all. I have nothing for this game at all. Nothing here. We'll go through this one fast. Yeah, there's nothing for this game, but like I said, we'll go through it very quickly. Just break me for a moment while we check this out. All right, so it started out, open up as Pick'em. Total open up. Let's get to the Saints, Giants. Open up as Pick'em. Total open up 41.5. Now we're seeing it go to 42. Some books have even at 42.5, but it's mainly 42 right now. And we're looking at the side, it's at 2.5 right now, currently 2.5 Saints. So we'll look at the injury report for this game. Like I said, there's nothing much here to discuss. I actually have no play on this game, and I have no play on this game. But a recommended play, we'll see if I can get anything, but I really don't have anything here, but we'll see what I can find. Let's see. So we're going to waiting for the injury report for the Saints. We'll get to that now. All right, so we'll do the Giants first. So far on the Giants side, we have just bear with me for a moment, guys. Again, hit the like and subscribe button. Don't forget for the more of the recommended picks and plays while we're waiting for the injury report for the Giants. Should be coming up pretty shortly. The injury report. She's almost there. Just give it a moment. We'll get the injury report for you shortly. And don't forget, guys, hit the like and subscribe button for recommended picks and plays for this game. While we get the injury report. Just give it a moment. Should be coming up soon. I don't know why it's taking this long. It should come up pretty soon. I don't know why it's taking that long. Shouldn't take that long. Just give it a moment, guys. Just give it a moment. All right, so we have the injury report here. So for the Giants, we have D. Flanagan Fowles. He's a linebacker. He's out with a hamstring injury. A. Thomas, injured. He's an offensive tackle. He's out with a foot injury. T. Nubian, safety, questionable with a groin injury. T. Tracy Jr., doubtful with a shoulder injury. G. Van Rotten, offensive guard, injured. D. Belton, safety, shoulder injury. D. Davidson, defensive lineman, foot injury. G. Golston, defensive lineman, resting. D. Lawrence II, questionable with an illness. J. Schultz Jr., out with an ankle injury. R. Nunez Roches Sr., out with a foot injury. J. Dart, quarterback, injured with a hamstring injury. I believe he's going to be he'll play. He's going to be playing. I believe he's the backup. He'll be playing in this game. Yeah, he'll be playing in this game. C. Scatabo, running back, injured with a knee. He'll be ready to play as well. Those guys are playing. J. Holland, safety, had a neck issue, but he's going to play. So we're going to look now for that. The Saints roster. We'll get to the Saints right now. Just give it a moment, guys. We get to the Saints. So Foster Moreau, tight end with a knee issue. He is going to be playing in this game. Foster Moreau. Taysom Hill had a knee issue, but he's available to play Sunday versus the Giants. He's the tight end for the Saints. He'll be playing. Juwan Johnson, tight end, ankle. He's 50-50 to play Sunday. Chase Young, defensive end, 50-50 to play Sunday versus the Giants. So he may or may not play. We'll see. But it didn't say why, but he may or may not play. Dylan Renduns, offensive lineman with a knee, 50-50 to play Sunday as well. Vernon Broughton, the defensive tackle, out for the season for the Giants. For the Saints. So we're going to check to see where the public and sharps are for this game. Like I said, I don't have anything on this game, really. I have nothing on this game whatsoever. These are basically two bottom feeder teams, so I have nothing really to say about this. We'll see where the public and sharps are for this game, but I have nothing really in this game. I don't even have player props in this game. I have no player props in this game at all either. There's nothing here really for me. Nothing in this game. The public is all over the Giants for the side, all over the Giants, and they like the over in this game. They're on the Giants in the over. So, like I said, I have nothing for this game. No sides, no totals, no player props. We're going to skip this one, and we're going to move on to Miami and Carolina. I have nothing on this one. So we'll go to Miami, Carolina now. Nothing on that game at all. So we'll check Miami, Carolina. These are two cellar dweller teams as well, bottom feeder teams that we're going to look at. Let's see. Well, this one here opened up 1.5 Carolina, total 44.5. And then all of a sudden, Carolina opened up 1.5. Now the Dolphins are 1.5 point favorites. And now it's dropped from 1.5 all the way down to 1. So it's 1, and then the total is still the same at 44.5. It hasn't really moved, which is interesting. Total hasn't moved, but the line has flipped over from Carolina to Miami. So that's interesting. So now we're going to look to see the injury report for this game for both teams. See what's going on in this one. We'll start off with Carolina to see their injury situation. See what's going on there. Check the Carolina side. So Cho Smith-Wade, cornerback, has a chest issue. Sunday versus Miami. Jatavion Sanders, tight end, has an ankle issue out Sunday versus Miami. Patrick Jones II, linebacker, has a hamstring issue. He will be available to play Sunday versus Miami. Chuba Hubbard, running back, has a calf issue out Sunday versus Miami. Xavier Leggetti, wide receiver, upgraded to be playing Sunday versus Miami. He has a hamstring, but he will be playing. David Moore, wide receiver, elbow, is questionable to play Sunday versus Miami. Austin Colbert, cornerback, knee, out indefinitely for Carolina. Robert Hunt, right tackle, undisclosed, out indefinitely for Carolina. So that's all we have for Carolina. Now we'll check the Miami side for the Dolphins, see where everything is for Miami. We'll check that right now. We have Storm Duck, cornerback, ankle, out Sunday at Carolina. Tyreek Hill, out for the season for Miami, wide receiver. James Daniels, guard, ankle, out indefinitely for Miami. Kadir Kohu, cornerback, knee, on the injured reserve. Artie Burns, cornerback, knee, out for the season. So that's it for this game. We'll check where the public and sharps are for this game. Miami, Carolina. No client played for this game. We'll see if we can get you a side, what I like. Public all over Miami. Dolphin money. And they're on the bit of resistance on the side. Side's 50-50, but all Miami money here. For me in this game, both teams are terrible, but let me see what's going on here. Let's see what I can give you guys. I'm gonna look at Carolina plus 1.5. I don't trust Miami here. I know the public's on Miami, but I just don't trust Miami here in this spot. Um, I just I don't trust Miami here for some reason. I just don't trust him here. I can't trust him in this spot here. I know Miami won their last game. I believe they won their last game. Let me see. Let me double check here. I believe they won their last game. Yeah, they beat the Jets by 3 points, but they lost to New England. They lost to the Patriots. They Yeah, they lost. That's a team they should beat. They should beat New England. They lost to them as a 2.5 point favorite. So I don't really trust them here in this spot. I know they beat the Jets. I just don't trust them here against Carolina. I can't trust them. And this is actually Carolina's second home game. Their first home game, they got blown out by Atlanta 30 to they won 30 to nothing. Sorry, they won 30 to nothing their first um, home game. Remember, they were 5 point underdogs against Atlanta, and they beat up Atlanta by 30 to nothing. So Carolina, they've shown that they're very good at home. They're a very good underdog at home. So for the second home game in a row, Carolina is a home underdog by 1.5 points. They were favored, and now Miami's favored. I know the public's all over Miami, but I'm gonna go against the public and take Carolina. Carolina plus 1.5. I'm gonna take the Panthers here. Like I said, I don't trust Miami on the road with these kind of points. Carolina is good at home. They beat Atlanta at home as a 5 point underdog before this season. So give me Carolina. I know it's plus one now. If you shop around, you can get 1.5. Some books do have 1.5. So see if you can get that. If not, I'd still take Carolina plus one. I just don't trust Miami here. I wouldn't talk you off of taking even Carolina to win the game. I wouldn't talk you off of that either. But I'm gonna look at Carolina here. That's gonna be my take on this game. I have nothing else for this game. Player props. I don't. Let me see. Let me take a look at the player props here. Let's see. I would look at the only one that's I would go with here would be Rico Dowell. Rico Dowell or Rico Dowdle. I take over 59 and a half rushing yards. I like that one. Rico Dowdle. I like that. I like him there to have a big game. And rushing attempts, I take Rico Dowell over 15 and a half rushing attempts. I like that a lot. So that stands out for me. Um, Receiving props. I would take Teta. I would take Tetaroa McMillan over 4.5 receptions. I like that. That's Bryce Young's one of Bryce Young's top targets at the wide receiver position. Tetaroa McMillan. I like that one there. Over 4.5 receptions. I like that for Carolina. I like him there to have a big game. That's the one that stands out for me. And I'd take him for receptions over 63.5 receptions. Roa McMillan over 63.5 receptions. I like that one there. So those are the props that stand out for me. And I like Carolina plus one. I wouldn't talk you after the money line either. I like Carolina here in this spot. I would take them there. So I think we've gone over all the 1 o'clock games. Let me see. Let me just double check this. Let's go through that now. I believe we have. Let's see here. Yeah, we've gone through all the 1 o'clock games. We did all the 1 o'clock games. We covered all the 1 o'clock games. Let's see. Yep, we covered all the 1 o'clock games. So now we're going to go to the 4 o'clock games. There are four 4 o'clock games. We'll do that now. We'll take a look at Tampa Bay and Seattle. I have a client playing on this game. I'll give that to you guys later on. First, we'll check where the public and sharps are for this game. Let's see. So open up 1.5 minus 1.5 Seattle, total 44.5. Still at 44.5, hasn't really moved the total, but the line has gone from 1.5 all the way to 4. We're seeing -4 across the board in this game here. And we're going to look at the injury report for this game. We'll take a look at that now. That's Tampa and Seattle. We'll take a look at this. Look at that now. Tampa, Seattle. Tampa, Seattle. Let's see. Tampa, Seattle. Tampa, Seattle. Let's see. All right, so let's look at this now. Tampa, Seattle. All right, so we have here for Seattle, Devon Witherspoon, cornerback, is out Sunday with a knee injury for Seattle. And we have still looking here to see on the report. Let's see here. Bryce Hall, cornerback with a knee injury, but he's upgraded to available Sunday at Seattle. That's Bryce Hall. Bucky Irving, running back, has an ankle issue. He's out Sunday at Seattle. Christian Izien, quad, out Sunday at Seattle. He's a safety. Benjamin Morrison, cornerback, has an ankle issue, out Sunday at Seattle. Mike Evans has a hamstring issue. Yes, he's had a hamstring issue forever. He's out Sunday at Seattle. So those are the notables for this game. On the Seattle side, I'm not seeing anything. Let me double check, see if I see anything on the Seattle side. We have Jay Jones, offensive guard, out with an ankle injury. D. Lawrence, linebacker, out with a quad injury. Jay Love, safety, out with a hamstring. D. Witherspoon, cornerback, out with a knee injury. C. White, wide receiver, shoulder injury, 50-50. N. Emanawari, that's Nick Emanawari. He's 50-50. He has an injured ankle. And that's it. Those are the notables for the injury report. So we're going to see where the public and sharps are for this game. Then I'm going to give you my play. I have a client play on this game. I'll give that to you here. First, we'll get to where the public and sharps are for this game. Again, hit the like and subscribe, guys, for more of the recommended picks and plays. So public all over Seattle, and they're on the, let's see. It's all Seattle money. It was all Seattle money. Let's see. Yeah, all Seattle money. And they are on the over this game, like the over. Seattle on the over in this one. So for me, I took Seattle. I like Seattle here. Again, Tampa Bay, they are right now 3-1. Seattle 3-1. Tampa Bay's looked a little bit sluggish in some of those games. I mean, they barely beat Atlanta in overtime. So they beat up Atlanta. They lost to Philadelphia. They got beat up by Philadelphia pretty badly. And Now you got to face a Seattle team now, a Seattle team that's well rested. They've had more rest time since their Thursday night game a week ago or so. And Tampa Bay has to travel 3 time zones to the Pacific Northwest in Seattle to play Seattle. So I mean, they've done a lot in the first month at 3-1 Tampa Bay, but at some point they're going to wear down and regress. And I think in this game you're going to see that here. So I lay the points with Seattle -4. I actually bet this one early. I got it early and I got the money line early. Seattle on the money line. I would still I would still take the -4. I'd still take Seattle -4 in this game. I like Seattle -4. I'd still grab that. I think they take care of business in this game. I wouldn't talk you off of the money line either. If you want to do the money line, do the money line. Because that's what I took early in the week. I took Seattle on the money line. So either way, I like Seattle in this game. That's gonna be my pick for this game. I like the Seahawks here in this game. That's my client play. I have nothing on the side. I mean, nothing on the total. Excuse me. Let's look here. Yeah, I like Seattle here. We'll check the player props for this game. We will check the player props now. I like Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold over 226 and a half passing yards. I like Sam Darnold here. I think with the extra rest, he's going to benefit from that, and he'll have a big game. I like him there. And I like that one. Check the receiving situation here. I like Cooper Kupp over 3.5 receptions. I like that one a lot for Seattle. I would also look at that's the one there. Cooper Kupp. And I would look at Cooper Kupp over 38.5 receptions. I would even look at Jackson Smith Najigba over 79.5 receiving yards. Cooper Kupp over 38.5 receiving yards. I like that one a lot. Yeah, I like that there. I like those ones a lot there. Rushing yards, I like Zach Charbonnet over 37.5 rushing yards. I like that one. Rush attempts, nothing there. Yeah, I like Charbonnet over 37.5 rushing yards. I like that one a lot. Those are the props that stand out for me that are pretty much ones that I would go after. Let's put it that way. So I would go after those ones. So those are my plays for the props. And I give you a side. Nothing on the total. Next, we'll go to Tennessee and Arizona. That's the next game. Next 4 o'clock game we'll look at here. You got them here at opened up -8 Arizona at home. Total 41.5. The total's been pretty much the same, has not moved. And the line has dropped down to 7.5. Some books even have it at 7. We'll check the injury report for this game. Check the Arizona side first. See what's going on there. Then we'll check the Tennessee side afterwards. So for the Arizona side, we have Max Melton, cornerback, hamstring, 50-50, Sunday versus Tennessee. Darius Robinson, defensive lineman, chest is out Sunday versus Tennessee. Zay Jones had a concussion, wide receiver for Arizona, but he will be playing Sunday versus Tennessee. He'll be back in the lineup. We have Trey Benson, running back, out with a knee injury. Will Hernandez, guard knee, 50-50 to play Sunday versus Tennessee. James Conner out for the season with an ankle injury, running back for Arizona. And that's pretty much it for Arizona. We'll check the Tennessee side now. Arizona comes in at 2-2. Tennessee's 0-4. They're looking for their first win of the season. Tennessee, we'll look at this one here. We'll check the injury report for this game. Tennessee, this one here. So we have for Tennessee, we have Tajay Spears. He has an ankle issue at running back. He is 50-50 to play. We're not sure if he's going to play. He's 50-50. B. Hans is going to be out. Offensive guard, out with his shoulder. Jay Latham, offensive tackle, out with a hip injury. Jay Lynch, defensive lineman, 50-50 with a shoulder injury. B. Oliver, wide receiver for Tennessee, is out with a knee injury. M. Brown, safety, out with a knee injury. Jay Ridley, questionable at wide receiver for Tennessee with a knee injury. Jay Simmons, defensive lineman, resting. K. Winston Jr., safety, he's questionable with a hamstring. K. Zeller, offensive guard, has a foot injury but is 50-50. He may or may not play. And then T. Pollard, that's Tony Pollard, running back, resting. So he'll be out. He'll be out. He's not playing. So that's it for 10 on the Tennessee side. That's the injury report there. So we're going to look to see where the public and sharps are for this game. We'll check that now. Tennessee, Arizona. Take a look at that right now. Tennessee, Arizona. Again, while we're waiting, hit the like and subscribe button, guys, for more of the recommended picks and plays for these games. Take a look at that now. Wait for that to come up. So Arizona's the public side. Arizona's getting all the money. And for the total, we got over money, a lot of over money. And Tennessee is the public side in this game here. Tennessee in the over. That's what we're liking. I'm sorry, Arizona. I said Tennessee. Arizona's the public side. And for the over-under, it's the over in this one. So sorry if I confused you guys, but Arizona the public, and the over on the over over the total. We like the over in this game. Over for the total. That's the public. That's where the public's at. All right. So for me in this game, no real client play on this one. None at all. For me, if I have to give you guys a play here, let's see. Let me look into this further. We're going to take a deep dive into this one a little bit more. I would lean towards the in this game. The total hasn't really moved much. It's been staying the same. That's what I've noticed in this game. The total hasn't really moved. So I have to look. Hmm, this one's a little tricky. I'm gonna look at the under. I'm gonna take the under in this game. I like the under. I know that everybody's betting the over, but I'm gonna take the under. I like the under 41.5. The total hasn't moved that much. I don't see a lot of offense in this game. Honestly, I really don't see a lot of offense here. I think this is gonna. I like the under here. I would take the under. I would lean that way. Under 41.5. Yeah, I don't see much happening in this game at all. So I'm gonna look at the under here. Under 41.5. And you can even look at the first half, under 20.5 as well. So that's my take on that. I don't have much to say about this game. I would recommend the under. Plus, like I said, the total hasn't really moved. It's at 41.5. It hasn't moved, hardly moved at all. So that's another sign for me when the total hasn't moved that much and it hasn't really done anything significant. That's another sign for me to look at the under in this game. That's another sign for an under because both teams are playing to the under right now. I believe both teams are um, 1-3 to the under. They're both playing to the under right now. The last couple of games, last 4 games or so. So I got to take the under here. Um, for player props, let's see here. Player props. Hmm. I got to look at. Hmm. So I'm not seeing much here at all. Let me see. I guess Kyler Murray over 29.5 rushing yards. I have to look at that. Um, I'd say Tony Pollard. Yeah, he'll be playing. I said Tony Pollard's out. He's going to be playing in this game. So rush attempts, Tony Pollard over 14.5 rush attempts. So if Tennessee's going to have a chance in this game, they have to give Tony Pollard the ball a lot, give him a lot of touches. So I look for Tony Pollard to get the ball a lot. Rushing yards, I would take that. At least for rushing attempts, I expect him to get the ball a lot out of the backfield. So give me Pollard, 14.5 rush attempts. I like that. Um, I have nothing else here for this game. Nothing else that stands out here. I'm not seeing anything here that I like. Yeah, I have nothing else for this game. That's it. I got nothing else. Nothing else for this game. I'll move to the next game here. Detroit, Cincinnati. I have a client play for this game. There's a client play on this one. This one here, I'd say we're looking at this now. It opened up 7.5, Detroit. Now it's gone all the way to 10.5. That's a big jump. And we're seeing the total open up from 48.5 all the way to 49.5. So that's two major jumps right there. Detroit, Cincinnati. We'll take a look at the injury report for this game. First on the Cincinnati side, we'll look at that first. And don't forget, guys, hit the like and subscribe button for more of these recommended picks and plays. Let me break down some of these games for you. Look to see where the public and sharps are in this game. So on the Cincinnati side, we have still waiting on that injury report. Let's give it a moment. Let's give it a bit of time. It should come up here. All right, so we have Noah Fant, tight end for Cincinnati. He had a concussion, but he will be playing in this game Sunday versus Detroit. He's upgraded to play. Shamar Stewart, defensive end, ankle, out Sunday versus Detroit. PJ Jules, ankle, 50-50 to play versus Detroit. Joe Burrow, as you know, out indefinitely for this game. Now for the Detroit side for the Lions, we'll take a look at that now. Take a look at the Lions. Sloan Sione Vaki, running back, growing injury, is out Sunday at Cincinnati. Zach Cunningham, linebacker, hamstring, out Sunday at Cincinnati. He's a linebacker out for Detroit. Terrion Arnold, cornerback, shoulder, 50-50 to play Sunday at Cincinnati. DJ Reader, defensive lineman, has a leg issue, questionable to play Sunday at Cincinnati. And that's the only report. That's all for the injury report for this game. Now we're going to take a look where the public and sharps are for this game, Detroit, Cincinnati. And after that, I'll give you my play, what I took in this game. I have a client playing this one that I like. I'll take a look at that here. So we'll get the sharps, the public and sharps for this one. Let's give it a moment while we wait. All right, so the public is all over Detroit in this one. They like the Lions, and they are on the over in this game. Lions in the over. So for me in this game, I have to take. Actually, we got Cincinnati as a favorite. I made a mistake here. We got to correct that. Hold on a second, guys. I apologize. We got to make a correction here. I had Cincinnati as a favorite. That's a mistake. It should be Detroit as a favorite. I apologize for that. I know you made an error there. Sorry about that. All right, there we go. So for me in this game, I like Cincinnati. I took the over in this game. I like the over. The client plays the over in this game, over 48.5. I got it 48.5. It's 49.5 now, and I would still take the over. I like the over in this game. I'm still taking the over. I'll still take the over 49.5. Yeah, I would still take it. I'll definitely still take the over in the first half. Yeah, I would still take the over. Yeah, I would still take it. And I would even take I'd take over in the first half for sure. And I would even take Detroit in the first half. Detroit minus 6.5 in the first half. I'll take the Lions in the first half too. I like Detroit in the first half. I would take that as well. Yep. So over the client play over 48.5. I'll still take it at 49.5 as well, over in this game. And I'd take Detroit in the first half, 6.5 in the first half. I would definitely look that way. Those are my plays there. For the player props in this game, let's see. Player props. I'd take Jared Goff over 22.5 pass completions. I like that one a lot. Receiving props. T. Higgins over 3.5 receptions. I like that one. Sam Laporta over 3.5 receptions. I like that one too. Jahmyr Gibbs 3.5 receptions is a good one. I like that. Receiving yards, I'd take T. Higgins over 47.5 receiving yards. Sam Laporta over 39.5 receiving yards. I like those ones there. Those ones are very good. I like that a lot. Rushing props. I would take Montgomery over 12.5 rushing attempts. Gibbs over 15.5 rushing attempts. Montgomery over 53.5 rushing yards. Gibbs over 72.5 rushing yards. I take those ones. Those are the props there right there. I would take those. All right, so we're going from that, and then we have one more Sunday night game, one more Sunday game to look at. Washington and San Diego. We'll get to that now, and then the Sunday nighter. So 2 more games to cover, and that's it. And then we'll do the Monday night game on Monday. So it's gonna be Washington and the Chargers. Let's get to that. Here we go, Washington Chargers. This one here opened up Washington Chargers. Let's see. Open up 2.5, total 47.5. This one's now at 3. The line's at 3 right now. Total open up 47.5, down to 47. So that's where we're at now in this game. We'll check the injury report for this game for both of these teams. We're going to start off with the Chargers, LA Chargers first. We'll get to that. Give that a moment. And while we're waiting, guys, like I said, hit the like and subscribe button. We'll get to that now for more of these picks and plays, recommended picks and plays. Let's look at that now. Washington and the Chargers. So we'll check the LA Charger report first. We'll get to that now. Give it a moment, guys. Just hold on. One moment, guys. We're still waiting. So look at the Chargers in Washington. Let's see. All right, so we got for Washington, D. Payne, defensive lineman, has an injured knee. He is 50-50. C. Yankoff, tight end, has an ankle injury, but he's 50-50. A. Ko, linebacker, concussion, is going to play. N. Brown, out with a groin injury. N. Valori, injured quad, 50-50. D. Armstrong, defensive lineman, has an illness. He's 50-50. J. Bates, tight end, injured, calf injury, but he's 50-50, may play. Terry McLaurin, wide receiver, is out with a quad injury. Offensive guard. S. Cosme, out with a knee injury. Debo Samuel, wide receiver, has an injured heel, but he's 50-50, may or may not play. P. Butler, safety, hip injury, but he's 50-50. M. Serena Still, cornerback, knee injury, 50-50. Jaden Daniels, knee injury, 50-50, may or may not play. Not sure about that. If not, I think it will be Marcus Mariota if he's not playing, but he's 50-50. On the LA Chargers, let's see. LA Chargers, we have T. Fisk, questionable with a toe injury. Keenan Allen, wide receiver, resting. D. James Jr., injured 50-50. He's a safety, but he's injured. W. Disley, tight end, questionable with a knee. He's 50-50. M. Becton, offensive guard, questionable with a concussion, 50-50. A. James, a center, neck injury, but 50-50. D. Davis is out with a knee injury. Cornerback D. Still, injured 50-50. J. Alt, offensive tackle, out with an ankle. So we're going to take a look where the public and sharps are for this game. We'll take a look at that now. Now I'll give you my play on this one. Just give it a moment. Oh. So the public is all over on the side. They are on the Chargers. They like San Diego. And for the side, for the total, they like the under in this game. They're on the under. So San Diego in the under. For me in this game, my recommended play will be I agree with the public. I like the under as well. I do like the under. I like San Diego on the money line. I like the money line, and I like the under in this game. I do like the under. Yeah, I like the under. I like under 47.5. And I like the Chargers. I like San Diego on the money line. So that's my recommended play for this game. I agree. Redskins they're too banged up right now. A lot of injuries. They're too banged up in this game. I gotta take San Diego here in the points. They're too banged up. Redskins 2-2, San Diego 3-1. Let's see. Washington's been up and down. They've been alternating wins and losses. They've been up and down. They're 0-2 on the road. They haven't won a road game this season. Chargers had won 3 straight games, lost to the Giants. I think this is a bounce back spot for San Diego. I like them here, and they've been playing to the under. They've been playing good defense. Defense has been very good. So that's another reason why I like the under in this game. The Charger defense is very good. So I think I like the under in the Chargers game. Their defense is solid, and I like San Diego to bounce back here to after the bad loss to the Giants. So I like that a lot. I like that. So once again, it's the under. San Diego's last 3 games have gone under the total, 1-3 to the under. I think that continues here in this game. They dictate the pace of this game. I like the under 47.5. And I like San Diego on the money line. I like him here on the money line to bounce back after losing to the Giants in New York last week. So the final game we're going to look at here is New England and Buffalo. This is the Sunday night game we're going to look at here. So Sunday night football, we'll look at that now. We'll get to that right now. Get to that right now here. So this one here opened up minus 10.5, total 49.5. That's where it opened up. Has dropped all the way down to minus 8 and 48.5. So the total's dropped by a full point, and the spread has dropped by a full 2 points or 1.5 points. It's dropped. Yeah, it's dropped quite a bit there. So now we're even seeing one book drop to 7.5. So we'll see. That's one book, but the majority is minus 8 right now. So it's dropped significantly. So we are going to take a look at the injury report for this game. We'll look at that. I don't have a client play for this one either. No client play. But we'll look at the Buffalo side first in New England. We'll check the injury report here. So Buffalo right now, we have Cameron Johnson, punter, leg injury, out indefinitely. Matt Milano, linebacker, pectoral, 50-50 versus New England Sunday. Ed Oliver, defensive tackle for Buffalo, has an ankle, 50-50 to play Sunday versus New England. Spencer Brown, tackle, calf. Again, questionable to play Sunday versus New England. So now on the New England side for the Patriots, look at that. Take a look at that there. So the New England side we'll look at now. We have Kaylavon Chason, linebacker, ankle, out Sunday. Milton Williams, defensive end, 50-50 versus at Buffalo. Didn't see what it was. Jalen Hawkins, safety, has a hamstring, 50-50 at Buffalo. And that's it. So we're going to get to where the public and sharps are for this game. So the public is all over Buffalo in this game. They like the Bills. So all Buffalo money coming in this one. And they like the over in this. They're actually, sorry, let me see here. Let me take one other look here. Yeah, public all over the over in Buffalo. Buffalo and the over. They're on that. So for me in this game, these Sunday night games, they're a little bit tricky for the total. I'm going to take the Bills in the first half. Bills in the first half, -5.5. I like Buffalo in the first half, -5.5. I think the Bills get off to a good start, at least dictate the pace early on. I'm not sure about the full game, but I like him just to get off to a good start early and often. So Buffalo first half, 5.5. I have nothing on the total, just Bills first half. That's going to be my play for that. Again, shop around for that number or try and get a better number, but take the first half Buffalo and the points. Lay the points with Buffalo. Now for the player props, I'm looking at Josh Allen over 225 passing yards. I think he has a big game Sunday night. He's going to have a big game. I like that. I like Josh Allen over 19.5 pass completions. I like that a lot there. I take that. Receiving yards, I would look at Khalil Shakur over 3.5 receptions. He's like a Wes Welker. Very good security blanket receiver for Buffalo. 3.5 receptions. Khalil Shakur. I like that one. For Buffalo, I also like Keon Coleman over 2.5 receptions. I like that as well. I like that one there. New England side, Hunter Henry, 3.5 receptions is good. That's a solid one. Receiving yards, I would look at Khalil Shakur over 43.5 receiving yards. I'd look at Dalton Kincaid over 31.5 receptions. I like that one. Those are good ones. Rushing props, I'd look at James Cook, 76.5 rushing yards. I like Cook. James Cook's a good one. I'd look at that as well. On the New England side, I would take a look at Travion Henderson, 26.5 rushing yards. I take a look at that. Rush attempts. You got to take James Cook, 16.5 rush attempts for Buffalo. I like that one. That one a lot. Those are the ones that stand out to me. That's it. That's what stands out to me for the player props. So once again, first half Buffalo 5.5. I like that one. I take that. Shop around for the best number for the first half. I lay the points with Buffalo in the first half. They score early and often. I like them there. And I already gave you the player props where to go. Total, nothing on the total. That's all I have for this game. That's it. And we're finished with the NFL. We've covered all the NFL games. All the games have been covered for the NFL. Again, whether you fear or follow my picks, it's up to you. I hope you have a productive and great Sunday. And I hope you guys cash some tickets, hit some winners, and have a profitable Sunday. Let's have a big day. Let's cash some tickets. And the client plays I gave you, I hope you guys, whether you fear or follow the client plays, free plays, good luck. Again, let's have a big Sunday, like I mentioned before. And don't forget to go to oddslogic.com and check out the up to the second line moves, totals, and injury report. Oddslogic.com will be in the description below. Take advantage of that. A good opportunity there. It's a game changer for all professional sports leagues. We cover everything there, up to the minute information at your fingertips. Take advantage of that. And that's about it. Nothing else to add to this. Nothing else to say. Good luck to you guys. Let's have a big productive day. And I hope you guys take advantage of the Weekend Warrior Pass. We have that available. If you didn't take advantage of it now, the Weekend Warrior Pass, we'll have it for next weekend. But I hope you guys take advantage of that. It's a great. It's been doing very well. It's the one for $49 for the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. You can do a year. We have a 1 year. You can save on a year's worth of for football, all football, client picks, NFL, CFL, college football. So take advantage of that. It'll be in the description below. So good luck. Let's have a productive day. We're going to see you on Monday for Monday Night Football. Stay true to yourself. Stay blessed. Stay humble. Believe in yourself. Let's have a great Sunday. And peace out. Take care. We'll see you later.